Okay, this guy could have got a job with Armin when he was making these bombardiers, because this guy knows what's going on. That's a shifter mechanism that requires one rod from the front, and he bent and welded and bolted on all this stuff. And you see how much clearance is on between the fan and the rad?
Not much.
No, so that
Like
has
almost
to be
like
come out
zero.
shimmed. And then it must have been out in the back 40 for a long time.
Wow, look at all that rust.
And
Dad has just started pulling everything apart here, so this is the first
I've been
day.
looking at it all morning. Look at this.
Wow!
No,
Wow!
no, we got to come to the front.
Okay. I'm almost afraid. You got this down? Well, anything here?
Well, you got to take the nuts off and take
Okay.
it off. Okay, now in here, the only way I could get this stuff off here to put the new dash on is pull the steering wheel and then smash that so I can get it out. But you
Wow.
see what he done here? He welded. This is all welded and
Yeah.
then bolted on.
Okay.
And that's the heater.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
already ordered him the new heater, so that's coming. This is opened up.
Now look at this setup. He's got a drive chain on there. It's supposed to be hydraulic steering. But he welded all this on. So I got
Okay.
to cut it all off. The cylinder's ready to come off, but I didn't want to take it off until there's proof of what's going on here.
Okay.
Then he welded on the steering column there. And I just hope I got enough to fix it, because I have to use that gear.
Okay.
So this kind of a
Is
fire.
this all wrapped in tin foil, or what is this?
Tin foil and tape and stuff. So I gotta cut all this off, all this,
Yeah.
and somebody has to be here with a fire extinguisher.
Okay, so looks like I'm doing fire watch for you while
Yeah, but
Dad's doing all this
Take
cutting.
all this hydraulic hose off,
Yeah.
then butcher this right off.
Okay.
So we have to make that again.
Okay.
What a pile of work.
Dog is not happy. She thinks this is horrendous. This is just some of what Dad busted out here. There's wires everywhere.
Piled up there.
Where's all the garbage for them from this?
Just a minute. I made a garbage pile here.
So if you guys remember, there was a full-on dash for some sort of truck in here.
Oh, it was a 500. Galaxy 500 cooler.
Okay, so that's what came out of there.
Pick up that other shit there.
Yeah.
And make one big pile.
So this is the pile of garbage here Dad is taking out. Anybody want any original gas tanks, let us know. $50 each, but I'll sell them to you to 40 if you take them all. So more stuff here. Dad's
I got the seat unbolted, so give me a hand. I'm gonna take that out this way and gonna put it somewhere out of the road.
okay. We'll do that here right away.
This kind of stuff down there.
Wow,
See what happens underneath.
more rust.
All has to come out.
So Dad's been at this literally all day. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so he's probably been doing this for 6 hours at least. And it's taking out all the crap that Dad's not going to need, and then also salvaging, obviously, whatever was needed
The
for...
work isn't bad from scratch, but when you got to deal with all this kind of shit welded in, and I haven't even got the floor out yet. Imagine what's going on back there.
Okay, so the seats are out now. Dad's going to continue on here. I'm going to try and...
Pull up all this garbage,
Yeah.
sweep it into a pile.
Okay, well, we'll start tackling that now.
Yeah. Now, if you
We just ripped out the flooring here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a light so you can see. And then I want you to go back here, just kneel down on this and
Okay.
show you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing but rust here.
See that shim by the muffler?
Oh, nice wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, if Armand would have seen that for a
Yeah.
spacer, eh?
Nothing like a fire hazard right next to the muffler.
And everything bolted down so you can't get at it with a pail of water or something.
Yeah.
This is the shifter mechanism.
Okay.
And it requires one rod from here to the front, but
Okay.
he made this.
Okay. And what about the shag carpeting? We're ripping that out?
Well, I had to get in there to get out a bolt.
Okay, so I guess we're ripping out the shag carpeting here too.
I don't know. Customer might want to.
Well, we'll talk to the customer first. Okay, so yeah, fire hazards here. Nothing but rust in this floor. Dogs are very excited. And this is one day of Dad ripping the front out here, or the inside of the front.
I'm gonna lift this right away.
Might as well. Okay, just hold on. Okay, so we just try to lift this up. It's still attached. Dad's gonna do some zip cutting of some bolts. But here's a quick preview. Oh, more random wood. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going. Dad's just got the zip cut out here,
Cut here.
and he's gonna cut some bolts off. Okay, so it's about an hour later. Still scraping up rust in here. It's just layer upon layer of rust. A lot more crap to come out. I'm going to try and clean up as much as this rust and scrape it out as much as possible. Then I'm going to get underneath here and get all those leaves and the twigs and oil and grease and everything like that out of there so Dad can have a good working spot. We've taken out the seats. They are somewhere in the shop here. We're going to start just tearing this apart as much as possible. One of the things Dad mentioned already, though, is he's probably going to end up having to remove the entire flooring out. And it's paper thin with rust. So you can see that happening. We'll find out what's going on here. But this is day one of the Blue Wide Gauge. And we still have the yellow to fix. But Dad spent about 6-7 hours here today dealing with this. He's just having a coffee. And you can wish us luck. Lots of work here. So this is the shop vac. It's plugged right up. And this is day one of the Blue Wide Gauge. And I'm still not done vacuuming. Right, okay. So, once again, Blue Bombardier's in the shop. Wide gauge. Dad's got the front end open. And he ripped out a bunch of stuff in there. He was swearing a lot. Still got to clean out a lot of stuff in here. But Dad started, well, he just disassembled the entire dash. That's gone. We're going to rip out that heater blower motor. If you remember here, we had everything here was just rust. Scraped a lot of that down, and as you can see, that stain, that's dry and that's still wet. So that was all just wet rust. Scraped that down and vacuumed it up, and still got to dry out. I got in here. I'm still not done. I vacuumed a bunch of stuff up. I actually have to empty out the shop vac twice, but I'm still not done. I got a bunch of stuff here in the front, and in the back I still got to get. And while I was doing that, Dad took out the gas tanks, and you can see there's some rust damage here. We're going to scrape that up, clean that up, and Dad's going to start doing the motor and stuff after that. He's taken off the rear Bombardier door to access the radiator, because the radiator doesn't have the proper clearance with the fan that's in the back. You can't really see it. Dad showed us earlier though. Again, more rust here with the other tank, so both tanks are out. But we ripped out the floor here, and I still got to clean a lot of stuff back out of here. And today's the first day that Dad was actually pressuring me to get what I was doing done. I was so lost in cleaning here that he's the one that said it was the end of the day. So we got quite a bit more stuff to come out of here, but there's a whole pile of stuff on the outside that's already come out. And it's just a matter of keep ripping it out and keep putting it back together. So nothing accomplished on the yellow today because Dad just needed a break from it. But this is almost done. But Dad wanted to start going full bore into this. And took the seats out right there. And oh, they're so comfy. You're going to be able to sit right there and have a coffee or a cigarette and look at this machine and swear a little bit. But so this is the next project. We put a full day into this, or at least Dad did. And, well, stay tuned. Is that your new doghouse? Oh, God. Yes.
Happy, they're
Yeah.
definitely not depressed.
One on top, one inside,
Yeah.
one in waiting.
Even left room for
Yeah.
the second guy.